wrestling fans. Welcome to episode 98 of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe, the Panther, the Third. And now introducing my friend for the 90th time from the top of Middle Mountain to all over the globe in all 50 states. It is the Middle Geek, the Happy Heel.
Wow, you actually used your Howard Finkel today to introduce me. That makes me feel good now. I feel like very important.
I was gonna wait that for on Friday, but on Friday. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a good intro for Friday. But anyway,
dude, I'm gonna be dancing. I may try not to be so loud. I'll be on the roof. Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? It's our buddy.
What's up, friend?
All right, we got a guest now, Joe.
Oh yes, we do. Let's give a war. Dudes at Ringside, welcome. So what is it, Geek? Stormy Rene. Everybody's Storm. Stormy Rene.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much. How are you guys?
Good.
Yes. So if our fans aren't familiar with you, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Stormy Rene. I'm everyone's favorite Storm. I'm based out of Kansas. My hometown is Hutchinson, Kansas. I work mostly in Kansas, Texas, and Oklahoma. I am currently the top of Texas women's champion, and then the Kansas Wrestling Alliance women's champion. And then I've been wrestling for about 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I said before we're live, Dudes at Ringside podcast. The home champions, not just from America, all over the world.
That's like your movie theater announcement voice right there, Joe.
That's right? My favorite. I love doing that voice for wrestlers and the Howard. Don't worry, later on before you go, you are gonna get Fink. Howard, you're gonna get the Howard Finkel voice. If you know who Howard Finkel is, that's the legendary voice of the WWF. I'm gonna give. You're gonna
be an ARW or
Yes, Gary is so right. That's my bro. I will soon be an AWR. I gotta make the time work. I was supposed to be at their New Blood show, but then I sprained my ankle. So I had to cancel, which was really depressing, but we're gonna make sure in 2022 we'll get a date that works.
Good vibes sending your way, girl. You got this. Yes, you feeling the vibes, the happy vibes?
Yes, only happy vibes.
And then Gary says you're a beast, by the way.
Thanks, Gary. Thank you. I've learned from Remington Roar.
So, who trained you?
My trainer is Billy Simmons. And then so I can't really give it all to Billy because our locker room is really cool and they're all really giving. So I've had a lot of people kind of help teach me things and train me.
Okay. So what was your first match like in front of a crowd?
So I did a couple of practice matches and technically moments when they were we really need someone to wrestle. You get to wrestle. Here you go. And they were very nerve-wracking. There's so many people there just kind of staring at you. And you're like, well, this is pretty cool. And it's it's now or never to make them like you. And you have 3 seconds to nail it or you've completely blew it. And there might be no turning back for you.
That's always rough because you never know when your turn's going to be up in the spotlight with wrestling in the indie scene because you think you're here. You're going to do this. And that you just, instead of going up the ladder of success, you fall like Chutes and Ladders. You're going to go up and then you just, I'm going to be doing really good. You make the wrong stride in a match and you'll just fall back down. You have to try to get back,
So ask her how big Mitch Onyx's head is and how hard is to maneuver around it.
Yo, Mitch Onyx's head is so huge. I have to wrestle him soon, and man, I'm not looking forward to having to beat up that big head.
Oh, jeez.
He barely fits on posters. It's so big.
They have to use billboards.
Yeah, we got to get a billboard for him so it doesn't so then other people can sit on there with him too.
There's a guy in our local promotion in VPW. His name's the Giant Andre, and he's like this huge tall guy.
And scary tall, like
it's like an alien tall guy. Like, scary, you know. So
he walks in the room and stops the whole crowd. They're like, huh?
I bet.
Yeah.
Like they're cheering for the man. Like, huh? They need to use him as like instead of like this scary homie guy. He needs to be like a scary monster, like a cane, like a pure cane. Just give him the black lines under his eyes and just give him a black singlet. You're a monster. It's over.
Yeah. He's gonna be a champion one day.
So
are you currently in any rivalries or anything?
Yeah. Right now, Morgan LeVay, she's been my rival for so long. We trained together, and then somewhere along the way, it kind of got a little hateful. She pretty much follows me a lot of the places I go, and then Misfit Ghoul is another girl who's joined in last 2 shows I've had. So one show I wrestled Misfit. Morgan decided to come out and attack me with a chair. That wasn't cool. And then Misfit came out this last show, which I had Saturday against Morgan, and also hit me with a chair. Oh. She then hit Morgan with a chair too. So at least I wasn't the only one this time getting hit with a chair. So that was a bit cooler. So then I decided if they want to keep hitting with chairs and getting my matches disqualified, which isn't really cool because, I want to put on a good match for my fans. We're going to do a chairly legal match. And the only weapon you can use is the steel chairs.
And then I would have had it. You know how you do like a ladder match for like random items? I would have had a ladder match for the chair. Whoever wins gets the chair.
That's not a bad idea, actually, Joe.
Whoever wins gets my belt. So we gotta be real careful with this match.
Yeah, you gotta.
I really don't want to lose. So I get a new one of it soon. So I don't want to lose it before they bring a new one out.
You can retire that one, put it on the wall. Like kids do these days. They put things on.
Just hang it up.
Yeah, man. But I know, you know what you do. Do you have in Kansas? Do you have like Michaels or AC Moores?
I have a Michaels.
You can get a shadow box there.
Yeah.
See, I'm an artist. Get like if it has a towel or like a blanket, buy a small kid's blanket and put it in a ball, and then put the belt around it. Clip the clips, close the top, put it on the shelf. Make a shelf thing with the hands and put the belt on it and you can look at it forever.
Dude, that'd be so cool. I'm sure once we retire it, it'll go to my trainer, Billy Simmons, and he'll probably do something cool with it because he loves to collect all the belts that we've had for XWE.
Wanted to give you a cool idea of what to do with the belt.
I'm going to tell Billy to do that, though. Or I'm going to do it for him, and it'll be a gift.
I don't know what. I guess you put a towel in the middle of the belt, something so it keeps the belt's shape, so it doesn't sag in. This is leather. This one is pretty good. I like keeping its form. It doesn't really bend that much because it's pretty thick. This one doesn't really keep its form that well, so that one would have to have something help keep it to stand up.
I'm not saying that they have shell boxes.
I don't know if they have that size, but you can probably specially order it if you go to the AC Moore website. Well, it sounds like we've been sponsored by AC Moore now. If you want to sponsor us, AC Moore, I like sketch pads.
Anybody can sponsor us, please.
Anyone and everyone. You don't have to. We're not choosy.
It's hilarious. We had Rooster Fries coming into our a restaurant called Rooster Fries. Have you ever heard of them?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're from I think Ohio and some other places, different parts of the country. they would come into our chat and just start talking about wrestling with us, and then they started talking about food. It was with a Renee, and we're like, and now everybody's going to talk about food. It was just like insane. It was insane.
That is.
Yeah.
So do you have any stories from the ring or
From the ring?
yeah, or road trips or
I have plenty. Are you looking for a funny one? Are you looking for one that's like super serious?
funny ones are always the best
funny
ones.
ones are the best
Okay.
ones. Even better.
So a good road trip one is one time we were coming back from Texas and it was really late at night. So it was Blade, Remington Roar, Chris Vale, and me, and we were all coming back. And Blade and Chris Vale and Remington and Blade were on a side for this argument. That didn't last long because they actually ended up beating Blade up later. But they were having an argument about what you call Randy Orton's power slam or scoop slam. So many different names, but they were arguing about what that move is called. And you have Blade, who was driving Remington, Vale, and me. And you have Blade, who is literally turning around while driving to look at Vale and scream at him. And Remington, who is like, why do they have it in video games as this then, huh? And he's like, I don't know, because they're stupid. And so Blade is like, no, it is called a running power slam. And he like rees and pretends he's going to like drive the car off the road and actually swerves. And I thought I was going to die just because he wanted to make a joke.
Oh God.
Oh jeez.
That's
not a funny story. That's a sad story.
It's hilarious because every time to this day, they will always get in an argument about it. All you have to do is bring up the name of the move and they will just start fighting about it. And it's the most hilarious thing to me because it's free entertainment.
By the way.
And I don't get hurt.
By the way, it's a scoop slam.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not in this argument. I don't remember. I don't remember which one Billy picked, but I'm going with whatever one Billy and Blade picked. Because
well, Geek is going to say it's a scoop slam, so he comes in the chat. There you go. It's a scoop slam.
Well, if he's a heel, Geek, you're going to have a fellow heel jump on you. If he's a face, you're going to get double teamed. So is there anywhere in the country that you want, have you ever thought about wrestling on the East Coast or
so I've wrestled in California. And California was really cool. And it had, on the way to California, we passed this like tiny rinky-dink town that we named Jebtown. And on the way back from California, we can't ever recall repassing through Jebtown. So we now have the joke that if you were to stop in Jebtown, they would surround you and make you become part of the Jebs. And then you'd have to fight like the granddaddy Jeb. And yeah, if you win, you become the new Jeb. If you lose, you are forever a Jeb.
It's like me in life talking about random.
Yeah.
Geek knows.
I'd like to go to Florida. Vegas would be a really cool place to wrestle.
I saw you wrestled in East Bay Pro Wrestling.
Pro Wrestling, yeah.
Someone say Jim.
Get out of here, big head.
Oh God. Here we go. Rivalries start here. Dudes at ringside.
I did. So the AIWF were doing some tapings to get some product out to people with COVID going on. And so that's where we took our trip to California is going down there. And so I got to wrestle some cool people down there. Some crazy people too. But it was a lot of fun. It was a really cool experience. It was my farthest out of state trip I've ever taken.
They're good people. Like we've had
Marco.
Candy Girl, Marco Mania from Money and Power Respect.
He's
We
a
had the
funny
Candy
guy.
Girl.
He's a funny
Oh,
guy.
so
Marco.
funny. Oh my god, he's such a heel. He goes into that heel rant. Like he would have to be.
He stays in his character the whole time. Yeah.
Totally. Like his character is really mean. Like if your character is a sweet, friendly character, he will go mean. We had a poor defenseless sweet Candy Girl, Alemia Sweet, come on a podcast. We were talking to her, and Geek was like, "I'll send him the code. He'll be fine. He'll be harmless." Yeah, that's like a vampire being at the door saying, "Can you let me in?" No. Geek's like, "Okay, he's fine."
You're again the story wrong again, Joe. It's like she's like, "Oh, invite him on. I want to curse him out." I'm like, oh boy.
Oh God! It went. Happy said he wants to destroy me, throw me through a table on fire with barbed wire on it, break my glasses, beat up Geek.
Well.
Yeah.
Beat up Leah Sweet, powerbomb her through a table, take her title belt, throw it in the garbage can. It was just like, I'm like, we're gonna get kicked off. It was like violence. I'm like, we were scared we were gonna get kicked off Twitch. YouTube gone.
That would not be good.
Facebook would be like we would be pulling like flags out of every orifice the day after when nothing ever happened. We were so scared. We were like, we're gonna get kicked off of everything. But yeah, luckily we did. But yeah, East Bay Pro is cool. If you ever think about, sorry, you go.
What's your opinion on intergender wrestling?
So I've wrestled Drake Gallows, and I brought intergender wrestling to Hutchinson, Kansas. And I think pretty much Kansas, since like ever, if not for the first time ever. And it was, at least in Kansas, a match not a lot of people wanted to go on, which sucked. But we made it happen anyways, and we did it anyways because we didn't care. So I am into intergender wrestling. I don't mind it. I'll fight a dude any day. The last show we had, I actually ran out there to stop a dude from once again trying to ruin a match. And I got my ass kicked by some dudes. So I'm totally okay with it. I'll fight anyone and everyone. And I think there's more power to the girls for showing that we can fight the guys and be good at it and okay. So it's kind of one of my favorite things to watch. My favorite intergender match would be Kylie Rae versus Orange Cassidy. So I'm 100% for it.
Yeah.
That's always good to hear, female wrestlers really they're for fighting men. Some of them are like, do I really want to fight a man? I don't want to get hurt. But there's a lot of male wrestlers that will take their time on female wrestlers, not to go really rough and aggressive on them. But there's some that are just they want to come into the men's world, just do it, But if you're good for it, you're good for it,
Right. Yeah. My thing has always been is just I would rather be hit, especially by men, because there's a lot of women, Erica Torres in mind, who have really rocked me around and just really hit me like they didn't care if I were to ever live again.
Yeah, I watch some of her matches. She hits like a train. The way she punches and kicks, whew, that girl she can go. Geek, did you get a chance to watch Erica Torres' matches?
Not yet, not recently.
Oh my God,
she's so good. If you look her up, you can find some of her and I wrestling.
Oh
my God, her fighting style is because she's been trained MMA style, so she has that. What?
Yes, no. our first match together ever, she almost choked me out. And the match was almost over for me. Like, I was almost a goner.
Yeah.
Actually, Kenny Omega and Asuka were a tag team in Japan. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, and one of the coolest tag teams ever.
Definitely. So I mean, it could work. It's just,
You weigh 400 pounds.
How are you doing? Stormy is great.
You're great too, Billy. Miss you.
I'm reading a comment in the chat.
That's my trainer, Billy Simmons.
Hey, Billy Simmons, thanks for coming and thanks for hanging out in the crowd of dudes at ringside. Billy.
You want a good person to ever have on a podcast with great stories, it would definitely be Billy Simmons.
Well, Billy, hit us up in the DM. We'll try to find a day
that we're
Billy. Come in and hang out and just talk about wrestling, and you can give us some ideas on some young and up and talent, because I like to get the names that are known, the well-known names in the indies, but I feel right now that it's good to get names that are really not discovered yet. The new names that have been in the game for 2 years, 3 years.
There are definitely some up and coming in Kansas that I am so excited for people to see. They're already doing a little bit of getting out of there, but I'm so excited for them and what's to come for some of them.
Do you have any upcoming matches you want to promote, or?
So October 23rd is when I have my Charlie Legal match for XWE's Haunted Havoc. So I'm super excited for that. This Friday, I am wrestling for Core Professional Wrestling, and I'm in a candy in a bucket on a pole match, something like that, where I get to climb a pole and hopefully win some candy. Those are the most big ones I have going on. I think it's the 20th of October. I'll be at a Wrestling Independent Expo in Texas. So if you're in Texas, come check that out.
Cool. We have another wrestler we're pretty close with in Texas. His name is the Savage Juggernaut Tamako. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No, I don't think I have.
He's a Tamako. Look him up later. You can look him up.
I think he wrestles for Hurricane Pro Wrestling.
Cool. Okay, I'll have to check him out.
He likes to fight anybody. If he was not working today doing something savagely on his island, he would be like, "I want to fight you," because he doesn't care. Women, babies, no, not babies, not little kids. He doesn't fight the little kids because the little kids buy this stuff and their parents are idiots. That's exactly what he says. Little kids, take your wallets from your parents and buy my dolls. That's what he says. So do you have anywhere that anybody could find your merch or anything?
So I'm still kind of working on it. I'm really terrible at marketing myself. I get yelled about it a lot for not doing better when there's so many easy options. Right now, most of it is at shows, or you can just message me on any of my social medias and I can mail it out to you. And then I have PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. So there's several ways that you can pay me for it, and then I get it mailed out to you.
Is there who is your ultimate dream match you would love to face?
Kylie Ray.
Kylie Ray?
Yeah, so if we're talking indies, it's Kylie Ray, and most definitely I love her. And then if we're talking about one that I would love to happen, Bailey, because she's been my biggest inspiration. And so those are the two top, neither one picks over the other. So those are my two dream matches that I really want to have in life, because I think that would be so awesome.
Stormy Ray is awesome, and she's a badass in the ring.
That's me.
Yeah. Yep. That's funny. When I was trying to use the music today, when I made the poster, I didn't know what's. I looked up. I looked up Stormy, and then I got like this weird song, and I'm like, no, no, no. I just looked up the song Rain. That's why I used that song. Have you ever heard? I'm not singing the song copyright, but I was like, she's probably gonna like it. Oh, she shared it. She liked it. I don't think I've ever had a wrestler not like the songs I chose, but music, music to my ears. Um, is there anybody on the big rosters you want to wrestle that you would ever want to like get them in the ring?
So I would love to wrestle Britt Baker. Someone
Definitely.
who's getting pretty big, I've wrestled already, is Thunder Rosa. But I would love to wrestle her again. And then I would love to wrestle Becky Lynch. That would be so dope. And then if we're like talking some dudes, because I say I want to wrestle dudes, I'd love Cody Rhodes, Adam Cole, because that would be so dope too. Kenny Omega would be one of the coolest matches I think I could ever like put as a top dream match.
Cole wrestles women too, so he did wrestle what's her name in PWG.
Yes, like
what was her name? Oh, crap. Damn. I mean, you remember that it was like the match with the there was Legos involved.
oh, Legos are so.
She's in WWE now. She's in WWE now.
Since you said about the Lego thing, when you get your question done, geek, and you keep stuttering through the question, it's like a change of CD. You skipping. So what is your opinion on like the death match stuff, like the hardcore match? Would you be down for that if a promoting?
No. I am so never, ever, ever, ever in my life doing a death match. I get so much shit backstage about doing death matches because I know a lot of death match wrestlers. I get a lot of shit about them wanting me to do them, but I will never do them. The more and more I watch them, the more and more I get into them. So I love watching them, and I do not hate on anyone who does it. These deathmatch wrestlers, I would say, bust their ass a bit harder than I bust my ass. They're going above and beyond to like help satisfy a need that some fans have, and like there's so many kudos to them. I don't have the heart to do it. And I wouldn't do deathmatch justice like it deserves to be done. I'll smack people with chairs. I'll get smacked with a chair. I'll do a steel cage match. I'd do one of those. But like light tubes, tacks, Legos, some of the crazy shit I have seen fans bring the weapons matches. I'm not. You can count me out. I'll watch it and I'll cheer and like have fun watching it, but I will never participate in it.
Those are insane.
I just remembered it was Candice LeRae, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, she was hardcore, and PWG went with the thumbtacks and the Legos.
I can't.
Even before Britt Baker had the amazing match with Thunder Rosa, she was taking those crazy bumps. She was way ahead of the time right there, and AEW just took it a step further and said we're gonna put it on national TV for everybody to see, which was smart.
We're actually having on October 8th. We're actually having one of the other Thunder Rosa girls, the one that will be facing her tonight on the AEW dive. What was her name again?
Kayla Sparks.
Kayla Sparks.
Yeah.
That was a big breaking news today on our Instagram page.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she wrestled the first match at Arthur Ashe Stadium, so with Thunder Rosa.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that should be exciting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we don't want to hold you up because we know you have to do something at the show. So if you have to go, we totally understand.
No, I'm good on time still. If you guys want to keep talking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. We just worry about you and your time. We don't want to like.
Oh yeah, no, I still got a little bit.
Okay, cool. Do you collect anything?
I kind of collect pop toys for the most part. Like I say kinda because it's not to the obsession of where I'm spending hundreds of dollars yet to get the ones I need. I don't know if you can tell there's a lot of like anime posters in the background. So like I have a Cowboy Bebop one. It's my Ed and Ein. I have some Dragon Ball Z ones. I have some My Hero Academia ones. I have Yu Yu Hakusho. I have the entire collection of the Yu Yu Hakusho pop toys that you can get. So I do have a full collection. I'm really proud of that one. I bought them all, and like they're so cool. I have some Office pop toys because I like The Office. I collect some. I like to collect the Dragon Ball like whole saga. So I have the blue brick set and then the orange, like the classic orange brick set. Those are kind of the only things I really collect. And then I guess you could say I collect candles because I'm really terrible at just buying a crap ton of candles and not burning them.
Do you have a favorite TV show or?
It would probably have to be Fairy Tale, and I have Fairy Tale pops. I absolutely adore. Like if we go anime, I love Fairy Tale. If we're talking like TV shows, I adore me some Criminal Minds. Those are like my top two like favorite shows I like watching.
I got Joe into Rick and Morty. So.
Oh yeah, no,
that's a good show too.
It's a great show, but my sister would be telling you, Geek, no, my dear, don't do that.
What?
My sister would be like, no. My sister would be like, she would break kayfabe and say your real name. Like, no, you didn't. You didn't. I'm his bro. I'm his big sister, so I don't think so.
Why your sister actually got you into Rick and Morty, Joe? Or,
yeah, she'd be like this. No. Say it right, and then she'll say the real name. Say it right, and then she'll grab your arm. Ow! You got him into it, not me. She's a nurse. She knows how to pressure point him.
Man, those are always terrible.
She's a nurse. I think she'd be the perfect submission wrestler. Am I right? Because they know how to pop it and then pop it back in.
She'd know like exactly where to get you.
Yeah, she'd get you here and you'll wake up 20 minutes later like, I don't know what happened. I thought you were dinging a doorbell. Yeah. So are you playing any video games currently?
Not really. I watch a lot of TV when I'm home. I do like playing Grand Theft Auto. That's one of my more favorite games. There's some online like computer games that I really like American Trucking Simulator. You get to just drive around and you're a truck driver and you have to follow the rules of the road and you have to like weigh your truckload and you pick up loads and you make money. And I'm saving up money so I can buy my own truck, but I also have to save, like I have to level up to be a certain level. There's this really dumb game called Papers, Please. And it's for this country, Arstotzka. And you take the papers and you have to check them and make sure they can come into the country legally. And if not, you have to like deny them, or you can like let some people through and do like a conspiracy story. There's like 20 different endings to it.
Oh God.
And so I play like dumb millennial, like real job like games. And it's the goof. So like when I play GTA, I taxi around and I'll pick people up and I'll be a taxi driver. And I'm not trying to do the whole like missions. I'm just picking people up and driving and trying to get them there as fast as I can.
I did the worst thing.
That's like the new GTA right there. That's like the new GTA right there. There's the new GTA is basically like a mod simulator where you have to play by the rules. It's like, okay, we can't go through the red light or something like that. Or you have to go to work and do your job to get money and stuff like that. I swear, it's like a RPG, a Grand Theft Auto. It's like it's real life Grand Theft Auto. You're playing where you're playing by the rules.
You're like, oh yeah. So before I met Mod's head explodes. Ever so spiffy always asks the same question. Her favorite question: do you have any pets?
Okay, so don't hate me, but right now I don't. I get my cat that I'm adopting on the 8th of October. So I will have a cat. I just recently moved out and on kind of my own. I have a roommate, but I'm mainly on my own, and I had to leave my cat I did have behind with someone else because it wouldn't have been fair for me to take the cat. So I have to get my own kitty. And so I get one on the 8th. She's really cute. I'm going to name her Ochako. Some of her toys have already came in. Her cat carrier's here. The little tunnel I got for her to run through, and the cat toys are here. And her cat tower is on the way. And then I got her some like really good kitty food so she can be all bougie. I got to get her bowls. I got to get her food bowls, and then I'm set. I got like a really dope litter box where it's like a cabinet, so you can't really tell there's a litter box in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, just get used to the cat talking because my sister's cat talks to you. Wow, 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 wow.
So does Ruck the dog.
I freak out. I think it's about to like claw my eyes out. My sister's like, Randy, he's talking to you. She's talking to you. And I'm like staring at her, like standing in front of her, like, and she's going, wow, 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 wow. I'm like,
Ruck the dog got mad at Joe one time.
I was sitting here on my microphone, and he came through the scene. He was just sitting there looking, and I just went like this.
And he started growling. He started growling back. Swear to God.
He knows who boss is. You can see Rook's picture on Ever So Spiffy's logo on Twitch. You pop him up.
Oh,
He's a golden doodle.
That's so cute.
I used to have 2 wiener dogs, but one of them, when I was going to Geek's house to stay over the weekend, we had to put one of them down. Honey, yeah, we have only Dexter the wiener dog, and he's super Mr. Serious. Oh yeah, when you were talking about your pop collection, this is my one of my pops that I have. It's Zack Ryder.
Oh, that's cool.
This is one that you can't get
CM Punk.
That's dope.
Exclusive from Comic-Con from New York.
I have a Ric Flair. It's back there. And then we have other stuff too. We've got like the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and there's Mean Gene.
Oh, jealous.
Yeah, that's my roommate.
Did they ever make a Howard Finkel one?
I don't know.
If they did, I'm buying it. Geek birthday present for next year. I gotta get it and put him right here on top of the microphone and have him just sitting there, like on my mic. You know what I mean? Just sitting there, like, you know, just chilling, sitting there. Oh wait, before we don't want to hold you up 2 more minutes. I will be doing your Howard Finkel right now. You said you're from Kansas, right?
Yes, I am.
Coming down the aisle from Kansas, Stormy, Rene.
If I wasn't in such a small area, I'd like twirl around, throw up my peace signs, knock some stuff over.
Oh, jeez.
There's no hands to smack, so it wouldn't be as cool.
What is your favorite food?
Yeah,
favorite food? Oh, okay, so this one's really hard because I love food. I love food a little too much. So I love me some good chips and salsa. And I don't care who wants to fight me on this. I will forever say Chili's has the best chips and salsa to exist in the world. And I love me some pasta. It pasta. Is
Geeks love
yes.
Pasta.
Like any kind of pasta, really. I like spaghetti. I like manicotti. I like fettuccine. My dad used to make the most killerest spaghetti I've had in my life. And when I finally get a weekend to go spend with my dad, because I haven't had one of those in forever, I'm going to make him make me his spaghetti so I can have it again because it's been way too long.
It's like food, you can go anywhere and say like, this food's good. And then like, I'm like a true food head. I'm like, okay, I gotta try it. But the thing is, you're from Kansas. Like, what is it near your area you live in? Is like the best restaurant there?
Um. So my hometown is Hutchinson, Kansas, and in Hutchinson, Kansas, they have this little Mexican restaurant called El Patrios, and it is so good. Their food is like always on fire. I get the same thing every time because like I love food, but I only love the food I love. I'm a very picky eater. So like when I find good stuff that I like, I kind of like latch on to it. But their nachos fajitas and then their polo bandito is the greatest thing ever.
Sounds great.
You know what? One place I would love to go is Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
That's in that was a South Park episode.
Yes.
It's an actual restaurant in Colorado.
Yeah, I went to Colorado and I wish we could have gone there while we were there, but we were there for wrestling. We went to Slave to the Death match and then we enjoyed the funds that Colorado had.
Yeah. That's things because it's the reason why they made that episode of South Park is because that's Matt Stone and Trey Parker's favorite restaurant to eat at. So they based it on an episode of South Park. So,
all right.
I'd like to go to Vegas and eat at Gordon Ramsay's, one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants. I think that would be like the coolest experience, and it's got to be good food because it's Gordon Ramsay. And so, like, I just feel like it'd be a palette of awesomeness, and my taste buds wouldn't know what to do.
Of course. Oh, my one last question for you is: where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I'm hoping to see myself on a bigger platform. I'm hoping that I am living completely off of wrestling and that it's paying my bills and I don't have to have another job that helps me get to wrestling. It would be the coolest thing ever, and that's what I'm really working hard to doing.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be pretty much the dream come true. I know that's a lot of people's dreams in wrestling, and it's definitely mine. I hope to be on AEW or at least have gone to Japan. That like going to Japan would be really cool, even though I'm really picky. I would probably eat at a lot of 7-Elevens to like get through it. But it would be really cool to go to Japan.
If you like ramen, they actually have ramen restaurants in Japan. You can go there and order like a ramen bowl with an egg on it or like with bacon. I saw it on
there's this soup and it's the Japanese clear soup, and it would be the worst thing to live off of because there's not many nutrients in it, but I would just live off of Japanese clear soup. I'm making it work. My mushrooms and my green onions.
Yeah,
and then my broth.
That's my number one place I would love to go to, but I hate sushi. I don't love sushi. Yeah, so
I like shrimp.
That's
the only cold fish I really like to eat.
If I went to Japan, I would have to live off ramen noodles. That would probably fine.
7-Eleven has hot dogs, so you could live off of noodles and hot dogs. Yeah, you could make it work.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the greatest time, but it would work.
Yeah. I hear the convenience stores are more like supermarkets over in Japan.
I've heard they're huge.
It's not like, oh, you go to a convenience store, it's not like a little tiny shack. They're like actual supermarkets and you could buy stuff. Like already made meals and stuff like that.
That would be my favorite thing ever because sometimes I get lazy. Like I forgot to do my meal prep yesterday. Didn't meal prep today either. So I just bought burgers so I could just throw something quick and easy. I would love just easy convenience meals, but I'm super picky, so it's hard to find those.
You could always get an air fryer and just air fry a burger.
I need an air fryer. I need an air fryer, a pressure cooker. Like I got to get all those like cool little kitchen gadgets to help speed up my cooking time.
We have an air fryer in my house, and like my dad got the fried chicken.
We do too. We got one too, an air fryer also.
We got the fried chicken made in my job at Key Food, and then we brought home the chicken. It wasn't that hot. We put it in the air fryer. Much better.
Yes. I think I'll hit like actual adulting status once I get like an air fryer at least. And then I've really cemented it when I get like a pressure cooker. I already have a crock pot. It's a My Hero Academia crock pot. It's pretty cool.
My mom's got the crock pot. She makes a lot of the white rice when she makes stuff. Oh God, we're going overtime on you, Renee. I'm so sorry.
No, we're so good.
Joe's rambling. Joe's rambling again. He's rambling.
Not food. Hey, whoa. Peter Griffin. Whoa. Have you been watching any of the other stuff? Not saying not only AEW, like any of the. Did you watch Extreme Rules last night?
So I haven't had a chance to watch it. Yesterday I went out with friends. I've had a really rough couple weeks, so I've been trying to go out, stay busy. So I haven't really had time to sit and watch any of the product. I've kind of been out and about too much, really, to get to sit and enjoy it. So I'm hoping sometime this week to get to sit down and enjoy Extreme Rules and see what they had to offer.
Yeah. Oh, the other pops that I have in my room right now, I have Egon Spangler from Ghostbusters, Dexter and Ecto 1. That's a remote control car. I have Slimer and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man behind me on my thing you can't see behind my set. And I'm trying to go buy some more. I even have the Zach that I showed you, but I'm dying to make. There's a girl I made friends with from England that's a wrestler, Shorty, and I'm thinking of getting one of just a generic girl that they have that's in wrestling gear and making her one. But I'm afraid because
favorite movies.
Favorite movies. Oh yeah, there we go.
Ooh, so my absolute favorite movie of all time would have to. There's two that they can't really compete, and it would be Radio and then Armageddon. Those two are my favorite movies that I really seem to like to go back to. Some other ones that I really like to watch a lot is Twilight. I love the cringe of the whole Twilight saga. I'm literally there only for the cringe, and it's the greatest thing ever.
You said you're here to read the comments. The Michael Jackson eating the popcorn. You're here for the cringe. I'm here for the cringe.
Yes, it's such the whole 1 through technically 5. They're all just terrible, and I can't, but I love them.
Why not Twister?
Ooh, Twister is
another
a good
one.
movie. That is a good one.
Kansas City, right?
Yeah, I like that movie. I like so there are I like the tornado movies. There's 2 of them. I can't remember the other one that I really like. I think it's called Into the Storm, but I can't remember. And it's got huge tornadoes just everywhere in that. And those tornadoes have always fascinated me. Kind of they kind of fit with it.
While down in Kansas City, have you guys witnessed any tornadoes personally, or?
So I lived in Hutch for basically all my life, and in kind of the outskirts of Hutch, I think it was. When I was really young, we saw a tornado one time, and we were out there, and they were like, go to the shelter. And so we all turned to run, and my mom loses her flip-flop, her sandal. And tell me why my mother goes back for her sandal with a tornado coming and is like, my shoe. And I'm like, what are you doing? We're going to die. And she's like, I need it though. And then she puts her shoe on and then starts running again. And I'm like, you could have died, woman, over a sandal.
Oh God.
So I've seen one tornado. I've seen the clouds form really well a couple of times, but never anything doing it. I'll have terrible nightmares where there's just tornadoes all around me and I can't get away from them.
Jeez.
The name, it haunts you forever now.
It does. Tornado nightmares and snake nightmares are the worst reoccurring nightmares I have.
It's like snakes on a plane. What if they're together in the same tornado?
Oh, I used to have snakes filling up my sister's old house.
I was just about to say
out of the cooler.
That's like a sci-fi movie right there.
Yeah,
Snake,
for real.
like snakes in a tornado.
Tornado. You spelled her name wrong in the title thing, geek. No one's gonna get it on YouTube later. God.
I can always correct it. It's alright, Joe.
Even I recognize that.
Uh-huh.
He's the face, so
You
No,
should
I'm
just
the-
name.
I'm
You should
the
just name. You should just name your one of your finishers. Like that's a good question. What is your finisher's name?
So I have 2 now. My first one is a fisherman's neck breaker, and I call it the Eye of the Storm. I haven't done that one much because the last time I did that one, I kind of got an injury while doing it. So now I do a move that's a tribute to my trainer. I do the Sky High Spine Buster, and that is called the Storm Warning.
Don't want.
I seen a picture of you doing the Eye of the Storm. I saw
It's
that.
probably against Erica. If it was against Erica, that one looks so good. Beautiful. That one looks like art.
Yeah, that picture. The way they caught the shot as you were like
There's a
you're
tornado every time she gets in the ring.
One time in Texas while I was there, it started downpouring really bad. And if you don't think that's a coincidence, you're out of your mind.
Actually, it's funny. When we first got you to come on the podcast, I think it was the first time when you had to switch your date. I went on YouTube to look you up, and I noticed you had a match outside. So this is leading into my question: what kind of match, like indoor or outdoor shows, do you prefer?
I prefer indoor shows. AC. Especially when it's hot. Outdoor shows are so grueling. I could get my butt kicked in 5 minutes or kick a girl's butt and win for 5 minutes. And I am more exhausted than if I got my butt kicked for 20 minutes. And just that little 5 minutes of heat, it can be fun. And the lighting is phenomenal, but it's just so exhausting to have all that heat on you. Air-conditioned buildings, those are my go-to. I love every time I walk in the venue and I'm like, oh, this is way too cold. This is going to be great later. And when I'm dying on the floor, I can just breathe and cool air is on me. And I'm like, yes, this has never been better. It's like a breath of fresh air.
And then Erica repeatedly hits you with her elbow in the face. You're like, doesn't.
Oh no, she picks me up and she rams me into the corner post and then she slams me and she literally calls it ram and slamming me.
Jeez.
Every single match, I'm a big girl kinda, and Erica just treats me like I'm nothing and throws me up on her shoulders and is just like, here you go. And then she rams me and she slams me. And then she has her phases of the moon where she kicks you in the face.
Okay.
You think you're doing a first blood match?
Why do you guys want to see me bleed? Why?
I don't want to see you bleed.
I feel like all these people have their conspiracy group chat where they're like, we're going to make Stormy do a death match. We want to see her bleed. If it ever came down to it, I only brought chairs into my fight with Morgan and Misfit because of what they've done.
He wants you to make someone bleed.
I'll make Morgan bleed.
Here you go.
She can put her blood on her Ouija board and it'll tell her she's a demon.
Jeez.
Oh, she's crazy.
It's funny because when we were talking to Erica, she was talking about her stable. The what's the name of the stable again? Geek, I can't remember right now.
The Coven.
The Coven. Yeah. Have you ever encountered the Coven yet?
No, luckily I haven't had to encounter them. Erica's enough for me. I don't need people who are gonna help her.
Yeah. Thumbtack and Legos match.
No thanks. That just sounds terrible. I've seen people pull thumbtacks out of their body after that, and No,
In the
for sure.
I just witnessed a dog collar match on the other day.
Ugh, those
I've,
matches
ne-
are crazy.
I've
And no one
never
bled.
seen. Nobody bled though. But it's still. I mean, I've never seen a dog collar match, and it was awesome. So
It's a shame when there's no blood to some people.
Actually, he called me after. I was like, "What? No blood? How is that a dog
Is it
collar?"
really a death match if you didn't bleed?
but
Yeah,
they
That's the question.
but somebody got powerbombed through a door.
Jesus.
Like
We just call that hardcore.
they just they took the two chairs, put the door on top of it, like an actual door, and then they did the powerbomb right through the door.
She put a doorbell on the side of it and pushed the doorbell. Ding dong, come in.
I wish there was a doorbell on that.
That would have been hilarious.
I have pictures. I'll have pictures of the door. I'll send you later.
That would be awesome.
It's insane. All right.
Powerbomb. All right. We want to thank you so much for coming on. By the way.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Cool. We'll definitely have to have you back on in the coming future. And if you're not busy, if you want to make a congratulations video on reaching 100 episodes,
Heck yeah.
cool. And if you're not busy on Friday, if you want to swing by,
Yeah.
I wrestle Friday, unfortunately, so I won't be able to. That's when I do my pull candy, get the candy, eat the candy match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack them with the candy after, and then give it to all the children.
All right. That's one thing we could do before you go. If you have an opponent, you could call him out right now.
Ooh, okay. So I'm pretty sure it's Erica, Skylar Slice, and Callista. I hope you three are ready because I am going to get that candy and then I'm going to eat it in front of you with all of the children too. And then I'm going to smack you with a storm warning. So I hope y'all are ready because here comes the storm.
That's a good promo right there. That's almost like a promo.
It was a promo because Stormy she got it.
Yeah.
She got this.
All right. So we know you had to go. So thank you so much for coming.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.
All right. Bye. Later.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
That was a fun
was
interview.
fun.
Yeah, that was a fun interview, Joe. Right?
Awesome. Yeah. Well, Geek, do you want to do your fun send off, and then I'll go.
Yeah. You can always donate to us at http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside. http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside. Joe.
And we will be back on Wednesday for a fun guest, the hippie. So you will see us on Wednesday for episode 99. This is Joe Panther the third signing off. Good night, everybody.